Right, I think we're there. I think we're there, guys. I think we're there. Right, fingers crossed. Everything should be working. Hopefully. There we go. Hi everyone, how are we doing? Welcome in. Sorry, got a bit of a network issue, so I've just been trying to resolve that. But we are working on the Fiat, so let's get that open, and yeah, fingers crossed we can now do some work on it. But streaming was never made to be easy, so hopefully that's fixed the problem. Right, let's get a couple of lifts under it, shall we? I normally just get my bits of wood under it. Just in case it rains. Can we get it up on these? How far are we in the garage? See if we can get the shutter down, just in case I need to get parts. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Right, I'm just going to restart chat again, guys, just to make sure it's working. Is it actually all right? I think the signal's gone again. What is going on? Every time I go live, my signal goes. Oh, we've got some guy. Hang on. I'll leave the mic here. Yeah, I wouldn't mind, but people like playing music like really loud. Obviously, if it's being picked up on the stream, I can get a ban for it. Right, bear with me. Just going to check to make sure it's not coming out on the stream. Just me coming out on the stream. No music or anything. 1, 2. Yeah, so it picks me up nicely. Cool. Testing, testing. There we go. Yeah, someone's playing music really loud. I do not want that to be coming out on my stream. Can we pick the car up in one go? I'm hoping we can. Hello, mate. Welcome in. Everything, just check out, make sure everything's on in Zoom. Yeah, I might move the camera down a little bit. There we go. There we go. Just so it's got me getting in the. Oh, how are you doing, mate? You all right? So this is my delivery car for anyone that's new to the stream. Hello, mate. It's the car that I've knocked the absolute living daylights out of. Literally. It's taken so much abuse over. So we've got brake pads to do and front wishbones. Yeah, I've treated it with such care. Do you like my username? Truckpig89. Well, I take it you're into trucks. Trucks? I'll take it you're into trucks. Are you a policeman as well? You're a policeman driving lorry driver? Don't know, what does everyone else think? His name's Truckpig. And yesterday we were coming up for what names could you call the fuzz? There's some really, really good answers from people. Oh, Steen, you have yeah. I'll try and get you out of the cradle. Hang on. I'll take you out of the cradle quickly. Hang on. How are we going to get you out of the cradle? Oh, here we go. Look at this thing hidden under. Meet the. Look. You can't really see the window, but it's got a three-part window. So this middle pane here, this comes off. This is velcroed on, and this top one slides down to actually make a much smaller windscreen. So yeah, look, completely covered. Just need the trailer on the back. So it's under the car at the moment, if you can see that. But yeah, I don't like it being too tall. It looks more like a mobility scooter, but if you bring it down, it kind of tilts the roof more. But I'm hoping, because these bits here, look, these are extras. These are kind of above the wheels. So you've got quite a lot of cover, but obviously the closer it is, it stops the side wind. So that's the first time I hit you, it was an accident. Yeah, but the second one, you fucking deserved it, you little shit. Sorry. Excuse my language. Shouldn't hit people. Apparently it's not nice. We'll take the plastic wheel trims off so I can get to the studs. Ooh. Got an update for you. Got some good news for you though. Nicole and Lee are getting wed, which is a good update. We've been waiting for him to pop the question. So yeah, I'm well over the moon for her.
Pardon my French, as they say.
So, Truckpig, have you been here before, or is this your first time in my stream? Oh, we've got some nice brake pads. Oh, they've got sensors, plug-in sensors, and pins, replacement pins. That's good. Everyone's in today. You all right, mate? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, apparently when we're live on YouTube, there's been a few problems, so I'm just making sure that they've disappeared. Right, let's get the wishbones. So we've got to take the whole front end of the car off to fit the wishbones. So we get the wheels, we get it up in the air. So here's the Wishbones, guys. Here's one. The cinema. I'm going to go and have a look. That's what I'm aiming for. All right. So if your wheel's here, right? There's a rubber. This bolts onto your subframe. This bolts onto your subframe. And basically, what this does is this goes up and down like that with your suspension. So your suspension's here doing this. This rubber here and this rubber here, when this is moving about up and down, this takes all the vibration out of your suspension, basically. So when you're in the car, you don't hear all the knocks and the bangs. Well, unfortunately, when this collapses and this bit of rubber falls out, all you've got is this bit of metal in the middle is now hitting the outside. So I'm driving down the road and my wheels are just flapping about like they're not even attached to the car. Well, I know there's 6 of them, 5 of them. What's your problem? What's your question? I might be able to answer it. If not, I'll put you in the right direction anyway. Right, I'll quickly slice that open. And here's the one for the other side. I think they've actually, yeah, they've done it for me, look. So if you look on that one, there's an L. So that must be the left-hand side one. And this one's got an R, it's got a R. So even me, as being as stupid as I can, hopefully we can get them on the right side. First and fifth. Okay, so here's the first question. When you've got the gear lever, is it sloppy? Does it feel like you're stirring porridge? Does it feel tight? The Wishbones were 119.
Truck-Pig 89. The dual stream is good. You said Duffy. Good afternoon, mate.
Afternoon, guys. Afternoon. Yeah. So if your gear lever's flopping all over the place, then you'll probably find your bushes have gone. Yeah. Oh God, I don't want to fall over. Oh. So if it's not the selector rods and not the gear lever, it could be internal. I would definitely suggest going to a few garages and ask their questions. I don't know how you're going to get there though, because if you can get third gear you can pretty much drive anywhere. You can pull away in third gear on the flat. Not sure. It could be an internal gearbox problem. Normally though, it's normally just selector issues. So when you move the gear lever, will it go anywhere near third gear, or does it you just can't find it? My missus has that problem apparently. She keeps telling me. I would think I would go selector first, but it could be something more severe. Now, we'll get the front of the car off and do the Wishbones, and then hopefully we'll have some steering then. Normally that's selector. If you can't get first or fifth, first is over one side, fifth is over the other side. It's like left and right. That's normally bushes. So I would go for bushes on that first. Right. Now I'm using a 3-ton jack. So it's going to lift this little car up really easy. We get it nice and high. Then we get some nice big lorry axle stands underneath it. Where's the nice big ones that they hold a lorry up, these things. So on a gear lever, you've got the gear lever in the car. If you lift the bonnet, you'll see where the linkages are coming. It depends on what car you've got. Some cars have got cables, so you've got cables coming in and out. Some cars have got metal links, and on them links there's little rubber bushes. Now, if one of them fails, if you get 2 millimeters of movement on a bush, and this bush here's got 2 millimeter, and that's got 2 millimeter, by the time it gets to the gear lever, it's miles out, and they slowly wear, and they get to a point where you just can't get your gears. So I would look for them. Full. Oh, it's a full KA. It's a full KA. It's the same. This is exactly the same as a full KA. I'd say it's that. Yeah, I'd check your linkages first. To be quite honest, I know that the linkages pop out. They've got little cable bits that pop on. So under the bonnet next to the engine, you'll see two little cables coming to the gearboxes. Make sure they're clipped on. They've got like a little ball and a little cup. The cable comes out of the kind of car and the cable, and it clips on and it moves.
I am having problems changing gears. I'm stuttering in slow traffic and use clutch.
I'm on the changing gear. Mine's juddering. It could be so many things, guys. So many things. But unfortunately, I haven't actually got time to fix everyone else's car today because I need to get mine done. Just trying to work out where I'm going to put the axle stands because I want to lower the car down, and then I need to get the front. End of the car off. Right, she's on that one. Just making sure I can get to all the bolts. Yes. Right. It's on 2 lorry axle stands. Make sure it's nice and solid. No kind of movement, subsidence. I go for the middle. So I didn't go for budget. I went for middle of the range. So middle of the range, not too bad. But yeah, these were brand new tyres the other day. But due to all the warm parts, I think the only thing I'm liking about the Fiat 500 is how simple it is. It's such a simple little car. I would have never previously bought one, but it is like a little Tykes car, yeah. Right, let's get the Whizzy out, because where is the Whizzy? Where's my Whizzy gone? Right, I need my Whizzy, because just got to put my sockets back. The shell's actually all right, mate. It's not the shell on this. It's the just trying to get some of these tools back so I know where they are. A little bit of rearrangement. I'm missing a socket. Oh, okay, found it. Found that. Alright, so we found that. Right, okay. So we've got to take the bumper off. So we've got to find, oh, it's Phillips screwdrivers actually, this. Let's have a look. When we got the bumper off, we've got to do some bulbs as well. Replace the bulbs while we got it. And there's an oil leak as well, which is really, really annoying me. Right, we've got to take all these little stars out of the bumper. So normally, I don't bother. I just use my electronic tool. This is like Bob job, yeah, pretty much. Right, we've got to take all the screws out around the bumper. I think that's all screwed on the sides. Just 2 screws. There we go. Right, now there's a really, really pain in the bum one that's up behind the bumper. It's up behind here somewhere. It's in the top corner of the bumper on the Fiat 500. I don't know about the my ones were seized when I first got the car. Tried to get the bumper off. These were seized. You have to get a pair of mole grips on the top of it. Lots and lots of WD-40. And you have to work the bolt backwards and forwards. Plasma, it's starting to wind me up now. Just all the little comments, it's just constant. A lot of it's nonsense, mate. Please stop doing it. Like, love you, Plasma, but please calm down a little bit. We're good, mate. We're good, Zesco. We're good. I said I'll get on you.
Plasma sponges.
There's loads of speed ramps in the UK, and all the areas I'm delivering in, it's just ramps everywhere. The front wishbones, although it went through the MOT and they found nothing wrong with it, I think they were on their limit. So we've got front wishbones to put in. There's a knock, basically. I'll show you the wishbones, guys. 2 seconds. So for people that don't know about cars, this is your wishbone. There's the ball joint. So you've got a hub that sits here. Here's where your wheel is, here on this bit, right? And when your suspension goes up and down, this bit's on the car, this bit does this, right? And you can see that it's got this rubber bush, a bit of metal in the middle. This rubber collapses. This is an old headlight. If you look here, you can see it had a crash. It's only had a very, they must have just bumped into something and it broke both these lights. So this is a brand new light. I fixed this light, but yeah, all the old lights are smoky apart from that one. I did buff this one up, but even though you buff them up, they never look as good as a brand new headlight. But I can put some T-cut on that. So yeah, I'm not sure what that noise was. Probably the plastic. But yeah, so these rubber bushes, they've got metal in the middle and rubber, and this is what absorbs all the shock. And basically the rubber starts deteriorating and cracks and it falls out, and then the metal starts hitting. So this middle bit's hitting the outside on the one that's in the car. So when I'm driving along, it's knocking and it's getting worse. So I know it's going, but to replace the part I need to replace on this car, it is crazy how much we've got to undo. Right, now on the floor, I believe there's a fit. Yeah, I might get round to doing it at some point. Oh, yep. Thanks for checking in, guys. Right, so I'm hoping the front bumper, like if you've got a car that you haven't taken the bumper off, as I was saying to you guys, Fiat 500, there's a little bolt here. It's right up behind the plastic. I put loads and loads of WD-40. When you try and undo them, the nut on the back, the captive nut starts turning. Pair of mole grips, lots and lots of WD-40, work it backwards and forwards. If you don't, they break. When they break, you then got to put another riv nut in. But I managed to get mine out. But yeah, once you've taken them apart a few times, taking the front bumper off these is a piece of piss. You should just pull one side out. Now you've got to be careful because there's cables in this. But once you pull it, it should just come off. And my spotlights, I think one cable is easy. Headlight cable. One headlight. Hold the bumper up with your knee if you can. Another headlight. And then I can't get this one out. There we go. Right, there we go. Now, to get the wishbones off, this cross member here, which is on the front, bolts on here. And the chassis, or the subframe, goes all the way back to the wishbones. And one of the bolts is behind the framework. So rather than mucking about, we will just take the whole lot off. Where's my sockets? There we go. I'm thinking it's that one. Unclip the cable. There we go. Get that out of the way. And then hopefully we can just get this front end off. Now, if you haven't got one of these guns, the job might take you a bit longer. Leave one bolt in because it'll probably drop. If I finish the car. I don't know if it's leaking that bad. That's inside the car though, guys. To do that would be a massive strip down. That would be another job for another day. Right. I think, it's right. It's got a little nut there holding the front on. So it's got a little nut here holding this cross member in. Right, let's see if we can get, there's a bar in here. Right, that's come out, that's cool. Yeah, there's a couple of little bars either side, we'll loosen them off. So yeah, we'll get this done first. Favourite candy? I'm not sure, mate, to be quite honest. Hang on, we need to go manual. I can't get the gun in there. Hello, Kathy. Welcome in. I tried to go live earlier, and this signal was really, really rubbish in the workshop. So, yeah, I've got these adjustable ratchets as well. Right, I've got that bolt out. Loosen the one at the top. Yeah, there's on the KAs and the Fiat 500s, because they're pretty much the same car. There's it's like a Meccano set, so you have to strip it down bit by bit. Right, we're going to need some different size sockets now. Where are my sockets? Right, it's probably one of these. Yeah, there we go. There's a really, really big nut underneath. And one here to get the front of the subframe off. Can we get in there? Hello, mate. Let's go for the breaker bar. Yeah. Right, loosen that one off. And then we've got two big bolts under here. Get them out. They're out. Oh, it's going good, mate. Just got to get this bloody car apart. As I said, you can't get the wishbones out without taking the subframe. It's got parts of the subframe that you can get out. Oh, we need to get that one out. So you've just got to take a load of bolts out. And once we've got them out, hopefully we can start taking the thing apart. Can't get the wishbones out at the moment. Oh, let's do my little Well, thanks for coming over, mate. Thanks for the support. Right, so once you've done that, you can remove this. That's part of the front subframe. This goes to the front of the car, and the bolt I need is here, behind here. So once you've removed this little bad boy, we can then get to the bolt we need to get that wishbone out. So that's one side. It's not you guys. Yeah, TTS is for me, guys, not for you. Because I need to hear what everyone's saying. I stream on multiple platforms, so... No, I didn't think that was going to go. It's got a wiggle on it. It needs to be straight. Can we get the straight gun in there? Yeah, we can, but once it's out, I can't get the bolt off. I built my own one, guys. Go and check out my Instagram. I built my own. I'm shouting. I don't know why I'm shouting. The microphone's on me. Yeah, check out my Instagram and my TikTok for the car I built. You learn as you go along. Get on there, come on. Why won't that fit? Oh. It's going to need some persuasion. Persuasion includes hammer. If it won't go on the socket, hammer. Cool. This side hasn't been apart yet, so it's a little bit rusty. But I'm hoping this bit of metal comes out this side as well, really easy. Oh no, he actually said this. I think he said to me, it won't come out unless you remove the washer bottle. Let's find out. I do make like lists and stuff, but it's having the time to do it, guys. That's the problem. Yeah, this is going to be right. If anything's going to be a pain for me, it's going to be this. Moisten it up, Kathy. Moisten it up. It's the little ones that always break. I don't think this is. I can't get internally with this. We have to be a little bit gentle with it. It's the little bolts that always break on you, and then it's trying to drill them out and replace them. So let's see if we can give it some love. Oh, it's going to break. I know it's going to break. I don't think it's going to come out. Is that on the back of the subframe? Can I see the nut? Can we feel the nut to that one? Yeah, we can. If we get underneath it. Yeah, it's on my Instagram, guys. So if you check on my streaming platform, somewhere on my profile there'll be a link to my website. Go to my Linktree and all my social media stuff is on there, guys. I'm working on the car, so I haven't got time to show you. What did I say was going to happen? It's always the small things that break. Thank you, mate. What's going on now? It'll be fine, mate. It'll be fine. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Don't panic. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. And if you're old enough to know what that is, you're old. I still love Dad's Army, even now. Right, so you take that out of the way, and then that metal bar comes out like that. And then you can't bolt it back because the bolt is now snapped. So what we're going to do, before we do anything else, we're going to try and get these little hoses off with my nail, which I shouldn't use because I'll probably break a nail. We pull the pump out, might be the easiest way. We're just going to leave, it's going to put fluid everywhere, that's only the problem. Right, when getting things apart, plastic or metal, WD-40, getting hoses off, WD-40. Some people say, oh, you shouldn't get WD-40 on the hose because it deteriorates the rubber and the grommets. We'll just wash it off afterwards. But when you want to get things off like that, it does the job. Right, I think we can just empty this out down here. We actually lay it down, it'll probably stop leaking if I lay it down. There we go. Cool, right. So we can now get to that. I can now drill that out. So what we do while we're here, we'll fix that. I'll drill the hole out and we'll put a new thread in it. Right, let's have a look. Give it a squirt of WD-40. Yeah. Have you seen the one where she does the cooking? She sets the whole kitchen on fire. Oh, Stan! Is it her brother? Or is it his mate? That always takes the piss out of her. Right, I'll try and make a little point on it. We need a drill now to drill through it. What drill bits have we got? We should have a new one in here. There we go. So we just need to drill this little bolt out that broke. Try and get it central if you can. So guys, I'm not a mechanic. I class myself as an engineer because mechanics only fix cars, but I physically make things. So I'd say I'm an engineer. I was a mechanical electrical engineer for many, many years. Loved my job. Right, now we could use a thread extractor on this and maybe get it out, but we can always put a nut on the back of it if it fails, see? It's gone. Right, it's nearly gone all the way through, I think. Give it a little wash. Get a WD-40. Right, that's gone quite deep. Let's try an extractor. We've got some extractors. I don't know if I've got any that small because a lot of the small extractors break. So a lot of the time I just drill them out now and don't even bother. We've got an extractor that size. Let's have a look. We've got one, I think. And then what we need to do is we'll see if we can get it out with an extractor. If we can't, then I think it's going to use a drill to do extracting. I mean, you should really use the tool. Right, put it on undo. God. No, that ain't coming out for love nor money. So we just drill it all the way through. Right. And then what I'm hoping now, we drill it all the way through, I can either go up to a bigger size or I can start trying to tap it. Now, tap it, we're probably going to use an M6. What's that? M5. M6, fine. We need an M6 course. Different size thread pitch. Yeah, I'll take that one. No, the hole's too. We need to go up another size. Can I put a new one on it? Yeah, I can tap a new thread. I've got thread cutting kits. But we need a 5 normally to tap a 6. So we've got tapping tools. But these drill, I don't like these drill bits. Yeah, it's getting the rust, but let's leave it on that actually, in case it grabs. I don't want it breaking the drill bit. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Right, so the bolt has come out. Let's just see if there's enough thread left to give it a spray of WD-40. Give the bit. Give that a bit. Lube it up before you stick it in. There we go. One clean thread. So I managed to get the bolt out and thread it, and we've kept the original nut intact. So that's a proper repair. But I've been doing this for years. I love it, don't get me wrong guys, I really love what I do. This is why I love the job I was doing so much. Because I never knew what was around the corner. Every day was different. Every challenge was different. The customers I dealt with were lovely. So yeah, sad it come to an end, but that's life. I miss the guys I used to work with. I think that's probably that's the biggest part of it. I miss the lad banter of the guys in the workshop, because we got the job done and we always tried to do it to the best ability that we had, but we had a really fucking good laugh doing it. But some people didn't like us having a laugh. Right, what size is that wishbone bolt? Huge, that's what it is, huge. Right. There we go. Loosen that bad boy off. Work it up and down a few times. Can we get the gun in there? Or was the sump in the way? There we go. That's been in and out a few times. That's as loose as a lady of the night. What can I get undone with this without any tools? Let's have a look. No, it tells me to F off. It says I ain't coming undone for shit, mate. God. Right. Broke the seal. I'll do it with a gun. Yes. She's a coming. I scared that guy coming past. Did you hear him? He went, oh, fucking hell, man. Obviously made him jump. Right, that's one side loose. We'll get this done and then I'll go and have it. We'll get the tracking done. Right, broke the seal on that one. Is chat still working, or are you lot just being just watching now? Right, that's one done. Right, that's whizzy. Can't even see the bolt to this one, it must be in the subframe. Undo them, then do them back up. It's come out. It's gone back in. Cool. That's one loosened. Work them out slowly. Oh. Right, they're loosened and brought in and out. Cool. Right, now onto the we've got to get the ball joints out the knuckles. So let's get these broken loose and then we should be able to drop the whole lot. We can get the right size. Okay, that's got to be a 17, I reckon. Right, that's an 18. I don't think they're 18s. No. No, 18's definitely too loose. Where's my 17? There's a 17. I think we need a 17mm spanner to go with that for good luck. Okay. My 18mm spanner somewhere. We'll have to go and find that. Need to have a drink in a minute as well. Oh, right. Let's whiz this nut off. Right. That one's loose. That's it. So first of all, put it on the nut, break the nut, then put it on the bolt. Make sure the bolts come loose in the actual knuckle itself. Spanner on the back. I just leave the nut on the end of the thread just to stop the bolt from getting damaged. I want to reuse it. There we go. That's loose. Leave the nut on. Give it a tap. If you wind the nut off, once it's all the way through, we should be able to pull that out. That's the one out the knuckle. Put the nut back on it. If you've got something to put your bolts in, don't leave them on the floor because the grip gets in the thread. And that can lock them up really badly when you put them back on. There we go, there's no one out. Right. Now, are the Wishbones going to be friendly to me today? Let's find out. Can I get an angle? Can I get an angle? No, I can't. That way. That's one out. I didn't need a lump of wood. I've had this apart already, guys. It does help. If it comes apart or not. Right, I think they're both out. This could be rocket fast. This is like a pit lane if I get this done. If we can get one out and one in. Pit lane mechanics. That's the rear one out. We get the front one out with a gun. Front one out. Look at that. It's literally, can you see the gap? You see light through that? It's literally broken away from the edges. It's only got the two bits, so it's still held. It's not knocking, but it's squeaking. So it's not gone completely. Now people let them go completely. Imagine if there was no rubber around the outside, you just have this middle bit whacking. But I'm quite finicky about noises and doing my car. So that's one side out. Are we still live, guys? Very, very quiet. Cool, mate, thank you. When it goes quiet, I'm like, has the stream died? Am I talking to myself? Right, there's another bolt out. That should be that one done now. Is this one not going to come out? I don't want to get a screwdriver in there, but I think I'm going to have to, or a little crowbar. Where's the little crowbar? Or a screwdriver? This one wasn't knocking, but oh well. If you're doing one side, you might as well do the other. Yeah, that one's on its way. That one's on its way. You can see light between the bush. It's slowly going. So yeah, it's on its way. Basically, it splits and then it starts rubbing against itself. Yeah, we'll do them in a minute. Right, here's the new one going in. If we get them around the right way. There we go. Give that a wipe in there. Clean all the shit out, and then the new one will go in there better. Right, so it's got a nice place to sit on. Just give it a little bit of a clean. WD-40. When you slide it in, it gets caught on all the surfaces, so just give it a slight little spray. You don't want to overdo it. Right. Now, getting things back in is always harder than things coming out. So you need a persuasion hammer, rubber hammer. Because as this one is showing, it doesn't want to line up with where it's got to go. Hammer. There we go. persuasion. Get the front one in first. There we go. Make sure you get them threads kind of just biting a little bit. Don't do it up tight yet. You don't want to do it tight yet. Oh. Now, it's best to try and don't do these up until you put it all together, because you want to push it up out the way, get it to level, then do them up. Then, because the car sits like that, you don't want it sitting like that and doing it up, because if you do it up there, it's going to be stretching further. So you want to kind of limit how far it's stretching. Right, I don't think we're going to get the back one in until I've got this cup off and we've got this ball joint in. So it's quite handy, this has got ball joints on it as well. Can we... Right, we want to get that in there. Rubber mallet. Right, there we go. Then we want to get that bolt back through, if it goes through. There we go. Right, so the ball joint's now in. Now really what we should do now, we should jack this up until that's level. Once it's level, making sure the car doesn't fall off the ramps, we should be able to do them bolts up. Oh God, it's a messy old job, guys, look. It's a messy old job. Pardon me. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Good night, Kathy. Hopefully I'll get the car done. We get this back together, which I wouldn't think is too long yet. I'll get the other one in, and then it's just dropping it down and lining it all up. Once I've got it dropped down, I should be able to put the weight on the suspension, and all the parts should push tight. Once they've gone tight, I can then do them all up, and I should be able to put the front back on once the car's together. Oh, they're knackered. Look at that. There's play. Look, that's the ball joint on the end. There's play in that. So not only were they knackered, the ball joints were also gone. This one, oh, this one's all right. This one's not gone. So this was the driver's side. So I reckon the knock on that side was the ball joint. But I think it was about £119 for both the Wishbones. The brake pads were 22 quid. So it's not excessive money for keeping a car on the road. And these are parts that, this is wear and tear. So, you know, you'd have to go to a garage and have this done anyway. But once you do anything to suspension components, Wishbones, the spring or the shock, once you take it apart, you have to have it retracked. If you don't have the tracking done, so basically on a car, guys, your wheels have to be at the correct angle. If they point in too far, it will scrub the outsides of your tyre, both sides. If they stick out too far, it will scrub the insides. So the tracking, what they do, they put the weight on the car, so when the car's got weight on it, the wheels do this, right? So they put the weight on and they stop. You take it to be tracked, and they get them level. And then what they do is they tip them in by a very slight degree. I can't remember. It's different on all cars, but it might be like 1 degree, 2 degrees of kind of tipping in. If I've got that wrong, correct me in chat. And then when you drive along, it keeps the car in a straight line. If the wheels stick out slightly, the car will want to navigate left and right, and you'll be like, it's really hard to control. Now, rally cars and racing cars tend to have the wheels dead straight because it's better for performance. Yeah, from what I've been told. Correct me again if I'm wrong, but this is only what I've heard and what I've read over the years of obviously doing this. So yeah, if your wheels are sticking out, it tries to pull left and right, and it will scrub the insides of both tyres. If they're sticking in too much, it will scrub the outsides of the tyres. So they need to be tracked. And that's anything to do with the steering. So you've got so many different components on the suspension. You've also got the steering rack. You've got the tie rods, the tie rod ends. They've got like a ball joint in them, so they can wear and they get a little bit of play. If that play is there, then the wheel's basically doing this as you're driving along. It will also cause knocks and bangs. So everything has to be really tight. Now, the reason they have rubbers, like we've just seen on the Wishbones and that in everything, is to take the shock out of the bumps. So when you hit bumps on the road, if you didn't have the rubbers, all that shock would go through metal components and you can shear bolts, things can break. It also makes the ride comfortable. Now, my track car that's up here, which some of you guys were talking about, it is on my Instagram and my TikTok, my Mark 1 Golf Cabriolet with a 2.8 supercharged VR6 engine in it. Go and check it out, guys. Sounds amazing. 10 years of pure love. I built that, and that kind of just confirmed a lot of the stuff I know now. Garage door stream. Is it really behind? Do we need to do an F? Was it out of sync at all? Only your comment made me think it was out of sync, mate. Right, that side's in, so we need to get the other side done now. I know signal's been a bit rubbish today. Keeps going up and down, but yeah. Are you off to work? Yeah, I was going to show you this. You see the light? Well, as it goes up and down, it does that. It splits, and then basically it wears the rubber away. So you end up with a gap there and a gap there. So it loses, and you drive along and you hear donk, 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 donk. And it's not bad, but once that happens, your wheels are doing this. So it obviously fucks your tyre. So I'm like, yeah, but I'll have it done in a minute. I'm going to go out and do some work. You go and sit on your arse all day. My next door neighbour's the train driver. So yeah, he's off to do some train driving. He earns really good money being a train driver as well. But yeah, I always take the piss out of him. I'm like, that's it, you go and sit on your arse all day. Right, where are we? Let's give this mother a clap. Let's get it in. Yeah. Oh, it's gone straight in. Hello, Kathy. Straight in the hole. She's gone to bed now. You're missing out, Kathy. Innuendo time. There we go. I think that's going to go in now. Wiggle in. Come on. There we go. Right, that's one in. Now, loosen it off. We'll just get it in the hole. Right, back one. Can't see the hole though. Are we too far back? Or not enough? I think we're too far in. There we go. We whizzy this one in. It should. Kathy loves the naughty banter because there isn't anywhere that does it anymore. Like TV have been pretty much banned from doing anything naughty. So all these stars are getting put in the naughty step, aren't they? Literally. Right, that's gone straight in. No, it's not going in. Needs to be clatted harder. There we go. It needed persuasion. She's in. Right, we need that, we need that, we need that. Let's get the ball joint nuts done up. We can do them up now. Do them by manual bar. Let's check the FT. I have to do a manual touch when you do stuff like this. There you go. Right, so just the wishbones now that need tightening up. So if you do the brake pads first, and then I can put some bits of wood down, and I can drop the vehicle on the wheels. That will lift the suspension, and then that should sort the other problem. And then I'll do the wishbones up. It's the front one that I can't do. I could probably do the back bolt up, but if you put weight on it, it pushes everything back, so it sits where it's going to want to sit under weight. And then when I get it tracked, because when you go over a bump or you hit a pothole, it could shift everything if there's play. But if you put it down with weight on it, it pushes everything kind of back and makes it tight. So yeah, the drop links are tight, wishbones, ball joints. It's just ball joints and bushes normally the main ones, but I've done the top strut on this side. This is done. This is going to be lovely to drive once I've done this. Right, we've got to get a clip out. There's a little spring clip on the brakes on this side. See if we can get this little baby out. Come on. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. This side hadn't been done. So, the brakes, the caliper opens up like this. They have a pin in them, and they have like a little, I'll put a split pin through it, because this side was missing. I've got a replacement packet here somewhere. There we go. Got a refurb kit. You've got like a little spring clip, a pin, and then you've got this little spring here that goes on top of the caliper and stops the pad from jumping around all over the place. But beautiful, yeah. Now there is a wear sensor on these brakes. I'm not sure how bad they are though. Oh, we're not too bad. We're not too bad. Look, we've got a bit of play on them. They've got 4mm of play. See the wear sensor. Look where the wear sensor is. See that? So yeah, I'm not. The disc is all right though. The disc is not too badly worn. We just got to get that thing back. So we'll get the brake tool and we'll wind them back. Oh, guys, this is a workout and a half. So we've got this. That drops in the caliper. This drops in. There's a tool that fits on this, but for the front ones, I just use a brake pad back to front, and that's just to push the. Right, that's the clutch one, I think. I think the brake one's this one. Yeah, loosen that off, and then hopefully when we wind these back, it will push the fluid back up into the top. Right. Oh, wow, that is a really small pad. Can we push the back of the piston? Don't have to risk it actually. Let's use a pad. Get a pad in there the wrong way around, and then we'll just use that. Wow, the caliper's so easy. I'm just turning a thread with my hand. I'm not even using a special tool for it. Just hand. Wow, nice. That piston's gone all the way back in. How high has the fluid come up? The fluid's come up quite a bit. So when we do the other one, probably have to remove a bit of fluid. I might push that brake pedal slightly and just push that piston back out a little bit. Just to clean that seal. Just push it again. The seal around the piston's a bit gummed. Yeah, that is pretty. I need a place I can get this through. Is it? No point mucking about. Yeah, it's that. Oh well. Right, where's the wire brush? Wire brush. We did have it earlier. I'm not sure where I've put it. Where did the wire brush go? I throw them out the way because if you kneel on them, it really hurts. It seems that it's not as popular working on cars than it is doing deliveries. Just looking at the numbers. I don't know where I've put it, guys, and I can't ask you because you can't see. There it is. Got it. Right. So they clip in there and there, like that. Now, the back ones are a little bit tighter, I've noticed, than the front ones, and I'm not sure why. Like the pads just go in much easier on the front than they do the back. Where's the now some people disagree with doing this. When you get the pads, they've got powder coating on the corners. And I find that if you rub that off, it does wear off straight away anyway, apparently, but that pad will then, look at that, the difference that makes. Just on the corners. It also gets rid of any little burrs because the metal's pressed, it's not very smooth. And there's nothing worse than binding brake pads. I've had enough cars come in, they're like, oh, my brake's stuck on. Brian was one of them actually. Brian bought his car to me. It was even worse that I was the one that did the job. But one of his brake pads had literally seized into place, and he was pushing the brake pedal, and the brake pad was so seized into place that it just wasn't even moving. So that one was fun. Right. There we go. that one in. A little bit of this is just a little bit of copper slip. Just put a very thin coating. I do. This is how I was taught years ago. I'm still doing it now. Just on the pads like that. Right, we've got sensors to go in here. I'm not sure which one's which. Has you got one both sides? Maybe. Same connector? Apparently so. Has you got a sensor on the other side? No. So if it hasn't got a sensor on the other side, are these both different? No, they look exactly the same. That was on the bottom of the pad. Yep. Hello mate, welcome in. Just trying to get this sensor in the brake pad. I think it's going to be a little tapping job. A little tapping job. Let's just do it on the floor. There we go. The sensor's in. We've got a spring clip that needs to be. Is that one all right? Shit. My pad fell out. It's a good start. Can't remember how to get the spring clip out. Like that. We got a new spring clip to go in. We got a refurb kit. I did have it earlier. There we go. Right. Apparently, it's just leave it in, but getting them in is fun. Stops the pad from jingling, and this is what this thing was doing constantly, so hopefully she's got to work out how to get this little bad boy in. sounded good, but it didn't go in. There's probably a way of getting these in really, really simply, but I'm probably going to choose the most difficult way. Just lever it in. There we go. Yes, that'll be the car. Same as a Ford KA. I'm just putting new wishbones in it. This is my delivery car, guys. So we're doing front brake pads and front wishbones. Just giving it a complete overhaul. I think it needs it, so but very cheap to run, and I'm liking that part. What have I done? The spring clips are a nightmare because you can't put them in any other way. You can't put them in the wrong way because it won't allow you. You have to put them in from the bottom. It says to me it's just going to fall out. Well, is there any way of putting it so you can turn the bloody thing up the other way? No. The spring clip will only go in at this angle. No, we'll be good, mate. We'll be good. Just trying to work out how to get the pin in from the back. I don't want to put it in from the bottom because anything that goes, you push in upwards, gravity plays a part in trying to put it back out. I'm trying to work out if is there a way of putting the pin in from a different angle. And then, yes, there is. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There's no way. There's no way that bad boy's coming out. Cool. The pin's going down. Cool. So there we go. We've got brake pads fitted on this side. There's the brake pad. Where's the rubber bit that holds it? There's a rubber bit missing. Ah, there it is. There we go. I think I'm not sure where it was supposed to go. Pops and bangs, pops and bangs. There we go. It comes up through there, goes through that little bit there, holds it out of the way, stops it getting caught in the wheel. That one's done. Let's do this side. And then we're once we've done the brakes, I can get it level again. We'll let it down. My legs are burning from all the crouching. Oh, right. We've still got brake pads this side. No, no more, guys. This has got a new caliper on this side. There we go. Put the pin out. And then once you've got the pin out, you can pull the other pin out. We should just better lift that up. Is that going to lift up? Yeah, there we go. They're not badly warm, but I'm quite heavy on the brakes on this thing, so I just want to make sure that I know the brakes have been done properly. Not yet, mate. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm just making sure I'm doing things right, that's all. And attention to detail as usual. I always rub the powder coating off the end of the pad. And then I'll put a little bit of copper slip in its place. Get the weeds out. Come on. A little bit of copper slip on the edge of the pads. Now when you put them in, oh shit! Let's put that one back down there quickly. I've got to push this back before I do that. Let's get the copper slip over there. Got to push this piston back, and when we do this, I reckon it's going to push brake fluid everywhere. How bad is it? Let's have a look. No, it's not too bad yet. Oh, it's right to the top. Let's suck a little bit out of there. We don't need that. Where's my sucker? Let's suck a little bit out. Ready, steady. There we go. A little bit of brake fluid out of there. Get rid of that. There we go. Put that lid back on. There's still well between the levels, so we're good. Leave that loose still. Now, brake fluid is hygroscopic. Hyposcopic? If I said that wrong, you get my meaning. Meaning that it absorbs water. Now, although water, if you put water in 2 syringes and you push them, it will move the syringes backwards and forwards. That's how brakes work. But water is compressible. You can compress water. It does have like a compressible, whereas brake fluid has got a much higher before it compresses. Hence why they use it for brakes. But what happens? It attracts water, being hygroscopic, pulls the water in, means your brake fluid is not as good as it is. And on top of that, once the water gets in the brake fluid, it then can start corroding the system. So that's why they say to you, you need to change the brake fluid every so often. Now, guys, if I am wrong and you've got a better explanation, feel free to hit me up in chat. Because you always get people go, oh no, that's wrong. You've told people, okay. Well, what's your version? Let's come to a compromise, shall we? Maybe your dad and granddad passed some different information down to you. Now, I know over the years, obviously, things have got better as technology's moved on, but the basics are still exactly the same. Like people that were building steam engines back in the day, I'm sure they knew what they were doing. Oh, I've got these little pins. Like that. And then there's this little clip. It goes in. There we go. Cool. Make sure these pins are both in the same place. Cool. Right, so brake pads have been changed both sides. Let's pump the brakes quickly, make sure they're all the way down, no slack. Right. Brake fluids between the lines, good. That's my clutch one. How much has this gone down by? Right, the radiator's probably running low as usual. The other thing is the constant burning smell that we've got from the engine. And I still haven't worked out what it is. I'm not sure if this has got a... Right. Have we got something I can shove down that hole? A cable tie looks good. Plastic. Don't put anything metal into an engine. I want to see if that's got anything in it. No, that went straight into the engine. So, if that goes straight into the engine, that should be sucking any fumes out my engine back into the airbox. So it's probably not that. I really don't know then. When you, if you're driving it normally, say 2,000 revs, just ticking over, driving around doing deliveries, it's not too bad. If you get on the motor when you're cruising, not too bad. But if you drop it down a gear and you give it like a good boot, so you go like 3,000, 4,000 revs, maybe 5,000 revs, you get this burning smell in the cab, and it smells like burning oil. So normally it's the PCV valve is stuck, or the oil cap's missing, or something like that, and it's basically the smell of oil coming into the cabin. But the seal is all right on the oil cap, so that must be sealing okay. So I'm not worried about that. That's exactly what I thought. Exactly what I was thinking. So it could be the rocker cover. So, but normally for an engine to push oil out, it comes out under pressure. So PCV valve, positive crankcase pressure valve, I think it is, or ventilation. PCV, positive, yeah, something along those lines, right? And basically it shuts off. The engine builds up pressure. The valve goes and shuts, right? So it basically has positive pressure in the crankcase, but it releases when there's excess, and it basically sucks it out. So it goes into like the inlet of the engine. So it basically burns any excess fumes, right? This doesn't seem to have one. Because it's only a small engine, I don't think it's got one. And because it hasn't got one, it should be able to breathe easily. So my VR6 engine, the supercharged one, suffers massively with crankcase pressure because of the supercharger. It pushes a lot more pressure into the engine, so you get a lot more blow by. It's basically pressure from the explosion above the piston. It seeps by. So that blow by past the piston ends up in the bottom of the engine. You end up with pressure in the bottom of the engine. It needs to be released, otherwise you can blow the engine apart. Or it blows oil out of everywhere. So it basically takes the easiest way out, which is rubber gaskets. So the pressure builds up, blows all your rubber gaskets, then they start leaking. And the PCV valve is normally the cause of that, but I don't think it's got one.
Let's go 505. Yeah, but I don't think the normal 500 has one.
Again, was cheap. But like anything, as long as you look after it. The other thing that's broken on my engine is this little thing. I've got a spare one to put in. You've got this on the negative terminal. 2 wires coming off it. My one's broken, so we've got a new connector here so we can repair it. Got to do that repair as well. That's for the stop start, and apparently it's other things. So if you unplug that, your car will it won't stop start. I don't know if it controls. Apparently it's to do with the alternator as well. It does something with the alternator. It knows how maybe to stop charging. So it takes charge off your. So it's meant to be better on fuel. So we need to get that fixed. Someone said you can program out stop start. I'm like, okay. The blue and me's gone wrong in this as well. The blue and me doesn't work, and because the blue and me doesn't work, that's causing problems. Yeah. So the rocker cover has got to come off. So at some point, I'm going to have to give it a nice blow down and probably do the cam belt while we do that. There is oil all over the engine, but the exhaust on these is on the front. And I'm just trying to see if I can actually see any oil. Oh yes, absolutely saturated. Yeah. Yeah, it's all over the front of the engine. Oh yeah, right there. Yeah. And there's the exhaust. Yeah. It's 20 quid to do that, but I can do that from the top of the engine, so that'll be the next thing to do. But we've done the brake pads. I just need to get the wheels back on and then make sure I can get to everything under the car. Oh. But it might need a few other gaskets. But what you got to look at, guys, the car's old. It's 2011. You know, I mean, it's been on the road a few years. It's had a bit of use. So these plastic trims, can you see I've worn through them? Can you see the big hole in them? That's because the screws were missing, and the guy that I spoke to has actually got one. I need to ring him, actually. He never answers when I ring him. Let's get the tools in quickly. Get the tools in, I need a wee. Oh god, yeah, V8 would be fun. The VR6, I just get replacement engines. I've never actually get too involved with stuff. Oh, we need a wee break. So bring the tools in. Bring the tools in, and then I can have a wee break quickly. Oh, just in case some smart ass thinks they're going to run off with it. I'll bring this in as well. There will always be one person that thinks, oh look, free bumper. I'll run off with that. I've got no fucks to give with people anymore. Yeah, let me go for a wee, and I'll be back. Right, give us a couple of minutes. I'll leave the microphone there. Back in a minute, guys.
Plasma sponges 672. See you in a wee bit. Slenderman 0147. Upgrading your car bar. Ryan BKX. Hello, is text-to speech on? Ryan BKX. Auf der High Blue Time kleines Blumenlane. Und das heißt Erika. Heiß von 100.000 kleinen Bienenlane. Wird umschwumt Erika.
That feels better. I feel refreshed. Hello. Text. Hi Ryan, how you doing, mate? Welcome in. So you're asking if text to speech is on, and then you're putting something in my chat. Hope it wasn't rude. Because the auto mod will ban you, and you won't come back. And my auto mod's quite funny, right? Basically, my auto mod works like this: it bans you from my chat. It doesn't ban you from the channel. You can say all you want in the channel and carry on. I just don't have to hear it anymore. So yeah, just be careful, guys. The TTS will ban your ass, and you'll never come out again. Like Cupcake found out. Cupcake come in, got abusive.
Where is everyone? Why are the boxes Twitch not speaking? Plasma Sponges 672. Useless behaving.
There's no bots in Twitch, mate. No bots in Twitch at all. They're all just people that have come in and fallen asleep because it's like God's waiting room.
Plasma Sponges 672. Emoji.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've got people on all platforms, guys. So I'm live on multiple platforms. Right, so we've done the brakes. Brakes have done. We've done the bolts up for the wish. No, we've done. I'm just working out, can I get to everything from underneath if the wheels are on? No. So we're going to have to use the jack to do the bolts up. So what we'll do the driver's side first. We get it under the wishbone, and we've got a rubber pad. And we jack this up, and then as we jack it up, bolts to fall out like that. Right, so that side needs a little bit more doing up because the bolt just fell out. I didn't want the bolts tight. I just wanted them in. Hopefully this bolt goes in. There we go. Right, all the bolts are loose. We'll take up the tension. Is that off the axle stand? There we go. That's off the axle stands, but we've got the load on it, see? Right, so we've got that one done up. Where's the other bolt? Where's the extension arm? Are you unable to do deliveries at the moment? No, I'm just doing some repairs to the car, mate. The deliveries have killed the car. So doing all the deliveries has basically worn the car out. So this part here, this is a wishbone. If you have a look, you can actually see light down the sides of the wishbone bush. So that bush is starting to go. And that's the ball joint. Ball joints have gone. So yeah, doing the deliveries has actually just done some wear and tear on the car. So we've got new brake pads, got some new wishbones. We're going to go and get the tracking done in a minute. I'm just going to get these done up a lot tighter. And then once we've done these up, I'll put the car back together. We've got some bulbs to put in as well. Oh, that's actually really tight. Oh. Let's have a look. How tight are they supposed to be? Oh. Fiat 500 wishbone bolt torque.
Here is information from SD Ricambi.
Wishbone axle on chassis, wishbone, stub axles, shock absorber, wheel bolts, wishbone axle on chassis. Wishbones on stub axles. That sounds a bit low. Let's search Google. Right, let's have a look. Control arm fasteners. Tighten the front and rear subframe wishbones to 110 Newton meters, plus an additional 45 turn. The ball joint pinch bolt should be tightened to 70 Newton meters. Okay, so we're looking at 110. Right, so we've got 110 on them 2 wishbone bolts. So we need this bad boy, and we need 110. Let's get to 100 first. There's 100. Right, it's 110. Plus quarter of a turn it says, but I ain't doing quarter of a turn. It's an old bolt. I haven't replaced the bolts, so I'm not going to over tighten it. Right, this one here is going to be fun. Right, there we go. So the wishbones are now torqued to their correct setting. We can gently let the car down back onto the axle stand. So basically we tighten them up to the correct spec. We'll do the other side. So you do them up under tension, which I'm doing. Bring that under. Put it under the bottom of the ball joint basically, and then just get some tension under there. Right, here we go. Lifted the car up so we know it's under tension. Let's just whiz these bolts up quickly. We'll whiz them up with the whizzy gun. That'll get me started. And then we can finish them off with the gut thingy. There we go. And we check on the torque wrench. Cool. And we start getting the car back together then. But yeah, I'll go live in a bit, guys. I'll end this stream and we'll go live when I do my deliveries. There we go. Right, they are torqued to spec. So that's wishbones done, brake pads done. Let's get these lubed up because I'm about to go for the to get the tracking done, so I get a bit of WD-40 on them for the guy that's doing it. Hopefully that will all start moving then. There we go. Right, so we've got brand new wishbones on there. Brand new, I've got drop links, brakes have been done. We've just got bolts to put back in now for all the metal assembly that holds it together. Basically this stuff. This is the part of the subframe. I'll swing that in like that. Right. I think there's 2 big bolts go underneath. And then one from the side. I'll take it that's the one from the side. Let's get that one in first. That one's easier to line up. Little bolt there. one of them lines up. Ouch, that fucking hell, hit my head. I think it's just a bit shit, but well, let's give me the old wash of there we go. A little wash of bit of WD-40 has located them. Right, these are the other ones. This is the front cross member. It is Meccano car. The way it all just bolts together with little bits of metal. Right, that's going to line up on that. Let's get that on there and we can whiz these up. I don't know the proper way to tighten these up, what order you're supposed to do them in, but I don't know if it's supposed to pull the front of the car back or I've got that so it just moves a little bit. I think we'll do the back bit and then go from there. Right, what size bolts is that? The big boy. Let's get that on do up. Right, it's a smaller one on the mount. Can I get that gun in? I don't think I can. Oh, that's gone tight. I can't even get it undone. Right. These are little bolts. I wonder what tightness we should do them to. 60. Right. Them big bad boys underneath, I reckon they're at about 100. This is only the subframe. So nah, it doesn't look like a very big bolt. Let's back that off a bit. Let's have it about there. Well, that one went up real tight. This one, still feels it's like got movement in it. I wonder how tight they're supposed to go. Stick to 100. I'm not sure on that. That one's definitely gone tight. This second one feels like it's stripping. It's quite a big bolt though. Not sure. It just feels like it when it's going to give. There you go. It has gone up to 100. It felt like the bolt was breaking. So we're good. Right, let's get the other side on. Another cross member. Got these 4 bolts in the front. Ouch, just hit my knee. I need to get it done by 5 o'clock. I need to get it down there. So if not, it's going to have to be done tomorrow. I'd rather get it done today. Right, we've done that, we've done that, we've done that. That side's kind of done. Need to lock off some of them smaller bolts. Where's the... Need that. Oh, sorry guys. I forgot to turn chat on. The chat's disappeared, hang on. I was doing Google searches, so there we go. If anyone said anything, it wouldn't have read it out. I'll bring it back. Here we go. Just reloading chat. Oh, there we go. I didn't start working on it straight away though, did I, today? So we're pretty good. Let's whiz these up with a gun. But yeah, today was about fixing the car more than anything. Because then I can go out and I can do deliveries and I don't have to worry about it. Oh, there's the bolt I drilled out. See the hole in the middle? Yeah, pretty much drilled that out, and when it fell out, I retapped the hole. So yeah, that was pretty good. So we got to get a bolt for that. We can only hope, Plasma. We can only hope. We need a bolt to put that back on. And I have little tins of... bolts like this, look. So when I strip cars down and I scrap them, I go through and I'll try and find... I'll keep all the little bolts, and they come in really handy when you're doing jobs like this. But just got to find one long enough. That might do it. I'm throwing bolts all over the floor. Is that the right size? Yep, that's good. So that's all bolted on. Where's the right? That goes up through there. Oh, put a finger over the hole. You need to push this back in the hole. Get in there. I can't get in the hole. There we go. I put the bolt that I've just found in there, and that should secure it. There we go. Where's the... Yeah, we've got that one and the new one. So hopefully we get the new one in. Looks like the same kind of bolt. Yeah, there we go. It's almost the same as the one that was in it. It helps when the socket doesn't get stuck on. It's cool. It's not rubbing any metal, is it? No, I think it's all good. There's the connector. So we get this connector, that goes on the motor. There you go. Hello mate, welcome in. So there we go. The hose is in there, that's all good. We need to yeah, we had to replace a bolt, but we've done that and we fixed that, so that's done. There we go. Oh. One car back together. Yeah, we've got new wishbones on it now, guys. So yeah, new brake pads in the front, new wishbones. The wishbones that will come off of it. Here's a wishbone. So this goes up and down like that. I was showing you earlier on. Look at that ball joint. So that's what so the wheel sits here on a hub. This is where all your brakes are. This is the ball joint, and basically it turns like that and it can move all directions. If I rip this off, I can hear it, it's knocking. So yeah, that would have been knocking as well. So that's another noise it would have been making. So we've got headlights sitting here. Right, so we've got to do this side now. Get all this side done up. Let us get all this tight. I'll try and keep hands on, mate, because I feel that we're losing our way in life. Like in the old days, everyone knew how to do stuff like this, and now, like millennials, most of them don't. You get what I mean? I think in the future, it's to a point where no one will have any knowledge about, like only the people that are trained in that area will have any knowledge. Yeah, let's get these. Nope, that don't fit. That's too big. That's what I mean. Like, I think driving, you should have to know how to do all the things to your car. You should know how to change a wheel. Half the people on the road don't know how to. They ain't got the first clue how to change a tyre, a wheel on a car. They have to, like, there was a guy the other day in a suit, and he had to phone he's like, hadn't got a clue. I said, alright mate, do you need help? And he was like, I went, have you got a spare wheel? He went, I don't know. Like, he doesn't even know if he's got a spare wheel. What chance have we got? It's just, yeah, it's crazy. Right. Knit them up. Right, let's force these ones on the front of the car. No. Is it this? Right. Pretty much, eh? I might have done them a little bit too tight. Yeah, that ain't coming undone. I might have actually done them a little bit too tight. Oh well. It's the ones underneath I'm worried about. It's the main bolts underneath, these ones that hold the whole subframe together. They've got to be like 100 Newton meters. Yeah. I think they're actually more than that, because this side's actually going up tighter than that. You can feel... I can feel play in the metal. Yeah. You get used to how tight things can go anyway. When you're playing around with it. Now I've got it on 100, but you can still feel that the bolt is moving really easy. No, the knocking's due to things moving and not supposed to be moving. Oh, ball bearing. Right, cables. Cables go back on here. That's for the lights.
Trusted 89. Okay.
I need to get some new wheel liners though, because my wheel liners have worn through. There were screws missing. Someone's had the bumper off, and all this was loose. So when you go along, it was coming back. It touches the wheel when you're on the motorway. I've put some extra screws in it, but yeah, all this needs replacing, and I've got a guy that's got some for me. So we've done wishbone bolts done, subframe bolts done, front's done. Yep, they're done. Wishbone bolts at the back. The front one's been done. They've been done. That's been done. That's been done. Right. It's time to put the front on. Right, we've got some bulbs to change in this. They're in the boot of the car somewhere. This is the front bumper. And there are bulbs in these. Oh, I'm loving you guys come in. I'm not sure how this comes out or how this works, but no, not today, mate. Right, these bulbs are knackered. These are double element bulbs, look. Right, look how big that is to my thumb. Yeah, there's two elements. They're driving lights, and so they're driving DRLs, and what's your other lights? Your little bulbs. Well, yeah, that's it, driving lights. So they're driving lights and DRLs in the same bulb. But they are a really big bulb. Yeah, we'll do the other one. So yeah, look at them, they've all gone silver where they're blown. But we've got new ones of these in the boot. So I thought, well, while I've got it apart, we'll change the bulbs. Because there's a light on the dashboard complaining. It's like, your bulbs have gone. I'm like, okay, we'll get round to changing them when I've got the bumper off. If you're going to change bulbs, just take your bumper off. It's quicker and you won't stress as much. Here's some I prepared earlier. So they are the 580 from Halfords. These were the Halfords ones. These are actually a lot cheaper. I don't know how long they're going to last, but hey. Now, I don't know if these are bulbs you can touch or not. Some bulbs you're not supposed to touch. So I don't know if they are or not. So just in case. Anyone who's got a Fiat 500 will know that these bulbs are a pain in the bloody backside. Social media ban. Isn't that just in Australia? That's one in. Some nice shiny bulbs. Check these out. Hopefully I don't drop this one and smash it, because that would just be really, really bad. New one, look. You can actually see through it, which is nice. Is that just in Australia, guys? I was,
They said anyone under 16 social media bans Trusting 89. Life led right out.
I think we need to do something because it's out of control to protect our children from in the internet. But the kids will get round it, guys. You know what I mean? Look, imagine what we were like. They'll get round it. And we're not talking everyone. No, in a way, yeah, but at the same time, we've got to protect our children. Like, I didn't have half the stuff my boys got now, I didn't have back in the day. We're just making some adjustments to the lights because the spring clips have gone a bit weak, which means the bulbs are going to rattle round and not connect properly. And if they don't connect properly, they arc. And if they arc, they get hot. So I've just changed the clips a little bit. They will do. That's exactly it. Kids are not stupid. Exactly what they will do. It's what we would have done as kids anyway. Right, that one's in. I have to use a pair of pliers to get these in. They are they're wiggly little thingy-majiggies. You can't really get your fingers in to get them in. I'm not sure which way you twist them to get them to lock. There we go. Get in there, you little bar stewards. Make sure the wires are out the way so they're not getting hot and melted by the one underneath. Because when I took it apart, all the wires were actually in the way on the actual main. So you've got a main beeping bulb in here as well. Right. Get that back on. Let's hope they work. Everyone's in today. You all right, mate?
I did mean Clive dropped deliveries anywhere in central London.
Right, that's on, guys. Right, now we've got to get all the headlights back on now. This is the fun bit. This is the fun bit. Right. Once you've got that on, just trying to get it lined up. I doubt I'll be going that far out. There we go. That's clipped. Right. We've got to find that. Right, there we go. test the lights. Right, turn the lights on. That one's working. Why is that not working? That's not on. So we've already got a problem with it. This is why they're a nightmare. You put a bolt in there like that, and then you should be able to pull one side off like that. Now I think a lot of it's broken away by the looks of it. The clips are all broken. Right. Now let's turn the lights off and put the DRLs on. Menu. Why can't I do the menu? Daytime running lights. On. There we go. Daytime running lights are now on without the ignition, without all the other lights on. So that's the daytime running lights. Now there's two elements. You've got that bulb, and then when you turn the lights on, they go off and go on to another one. Look, see there's a little light. See how bright they are? Look, see the difference? So look, they're dim, and when I turn the lights off, they'll come up brighter. There we go, look. And if I go into the settings, right, hold on. Menu. Off. There we go. So I can turn the daytime. I can actually turn them off. I haven't seen yet, mate. There we go. So I can now turn the daytime running lights on and off, which is a bonus. So we fixed a lot of things now. What's the time, guys? Have we got time to get down there and get retract? I can get it retracked and do some deliveries later tonight then, see? If I can get it tracked in time. Ah, we're going to run out of time. If it's not too bad, I'll just get it tracked tomorrow morning. Well, I've got to get the wheels on. And I've got to get the bolts back in. I don't want to be rushing. So, but it's been a good day. Like, I've achieved what I wanted to do. We've got the bits changed that needed to be changed. So that's a bonus. Oh, I might do in a minute actually, but I've got to get the wheels on and shoot straight off. If I need to get the tracking done to do the deliveries. Otherwise, it'll just rip the tyres to pieces. But once the bumper's on, there's only a few bolts and it's the wheels. The wheels won't take me too long to put on. So if I ring them up, they might get me in. Thankfully, as I said, this thing comes apart easy because I've had it apart already. When I put things back together. Right, we've got to get a screwdriver. Screw these in quickly. Is that the right one? Oh, it'll have to be. They might do. I've got a garage as well. That's what I'm in. This is actually a workshop. I've got a car lift and everything. The car's behind the camera. I don't think I've got any cash, so that would be a difficult one. Right, so we just got this. So them two screws there, either side. That's to keep the liner in. That's done. And then there's some bolts underneath the bumper, which are on the floor, I believe. So we can just whiz them in. Oh. This holds the bumper in place. Because I used to do cycle streams and I haven't really updated anything since. So the exhaust looks like it's still leaking slightly, but that looks alright. I don't think it's loose. No, it's not loose. So let's get the wheels back on. And then we are literally ready to rock and roll, I think. Bonnet down, ready to rock and roll. Let's go. Thank you for coming in. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? You've joined us just as we're putting it back together. I'm going to try and get it. Why is that not doing up? Come on. Yeah, when it, oh, I'm mortgage free as well, mate. I wouldn't be doing deliveries as my main job if I wasn't. So, yeah, it's a tough old world. But if I was fitter, I could have probably done this in half the time. But I'm definitely unfit because my legs are now hurting, my shoulders, everything's hurting, to be quite honest. Yeah. So on Twitch, like a follow is like a subscribe. I don't know why they call it subscriptions on. Now on a Fiat, I jack the Fiat up where the engine mount. There's like a steady bar on the engine. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me, Plasma. When you get to my age, I probably won't be alive. Well, let's put it this way. When I was streaming on Mixer, I think I had about 15,000. On my first TikTok account, the very first one, which was a long time ago, I probably had about, I think it was 25,000. And then I got bananaed. Followers on Mixer. It was something like that. Can't remember exactly. I know I done quite well. Yeah. Oh, that come down quick. Ah, right. We've got no screws and bolts left up here. That means that all the bolts are back on the car. Oh. We need a top up. Oh crap. I didn't put the light cover back on. I didn't put the light cover back on, which is a pain. You can get to it, it's just tight. There we go, light cover back on. Yeah, it needs washer fluid, but I'm not too worried about washer fluid at the moment. It needs something better than that. It needs engine fluid, coolant, because this thing, I don't know where it goes, it evaporates. There we go. I don't put water in it. Neat. It's got a little bit of water in it, but mostly I top it up with new fluid. It was only a little bit. It loses a little bit somewhere, so I just keep topping it up. Right, so that's that done. Oil. It's on the level, cool. It's just below the higher level, so it's got oil in it. Cool. Right, guys. I need to check my wheel nuts, and then I can get round and quickly get this checked. No, oh, I'll worry about that later, screen wash. The fluid going down will be the hose pipes, where the aluminium connectors or where it connects to the engine. Nah, don't wash hands, just go. Yeah, where the hoses go onto the block, they corrode and they start leaking. So that's probably where it's leaking from. I'm not worried it's anything else because the end it runs too sweet, to be quite honest. Right. There we go.
As long as you have wet wipes.
Always. Always. Right, guys, I will see you in a bit. I've got to go. I'm going to go and get this done. I will be back in a bit. Have a good evening, and I'll hopefully see you soon.